What's happening, everyone, and welcome. This is going to be episode 7 of Let's Play Guild Wars 2 with me, Hera said. In the last episode I just covered some quick things about the crafting. I'm just going to jump a little bit more on that. For one, the only real thing I wanted to bring up was the fact that if I do buy this trade, so for example I did pick up cooking, if I start learning things in the cook, say at the moment I have it up to level 2, you know, later on I might want to change this trade. You don't actually lose the points. There's a huge advantage to that. So I could level up cooking and then come back to it, or change my trade, say I want to do something else. But you can only have 2 active professions at a time. This is usually one of the little side effects to it, but you know, you can get around with it. I'm going to actually check out, maybe I'll go with the Jewel Station for the next turn. So we run over here. Is there an actual quicker way? No, just go around this. Or can we go around it? The map is, yeah, it's saying there. Okay, I'm jumping off a little bit on my own size. Okay, come on, let's go.
Trouble.
Please teach me to be a jeweler. This will be my secondary possession or profession. And Jewel Station. So I picked probably the 2 hardest right now. If you're going to the class, I actually don't recommend you do these when you're starting. This is, you know, you need a hell of a lot of gems, for example. Now I happen to have some gems saved up because, well, somewhat. But I'm not going to bother with that now. There is one thing I wanted to bring to your attention today in this episode, and it was the trading company, or so to speak. All you have to do to bring this up anywhere in the game is to press O on your keyboard. And I think you can actually, there's a selection here. Yeah, you can click on the little button, but it's actually short key is O. And this will bring this up. Now the reason I wanted to bring this up in this episode was to get people familiar with the celebration hat. You could pick this up anytime. This is just one of those celebration hats that you can purchase. As you can see, I purchased a load of them just for characters and to have a backup. But they're free. They're pretty much just there for that. I'm going to send myself one now just to show you what it's like. There we go. And it just dropped into the mail there. Take all. And I close that and have a look, and we shall equip it. What it's going to do is put on my other gear, and there you go, number 2 Guild Wars hat. It's a cap of awesome. It goes, well, I wouldn't say it goes entirely well with this, but you know, it's nice. It's not bad. It's totally not bad. Alright, let's put back on our regular gear for the time being, and that's just the difference between switching those two. And yeah, I'm gonna stick with that, and then we're gonna start continuing some more quests in the meantime, and we'll just explain things as we go through. Now I'm not gonna do I'm gonna start doing all the discoveries and parts in the next maybe couple of episodes after we get the first 10 out of the way, just for the basics, so you get it clear, and then we'll start doing things like that so we can find all of the points to get loads of XP and so forth. So we'll go back to here, and we shall continue with our Plains of Ashford quests and pick up where we left off. Okay, so here we are, we're back. I've been moved into the overflow. We're going to protect fisher folk from drakes and clean up the tar. We were starting to clean up some tar. I didn't see any drakes about. Drakes would be nice about now, just to get some kills out of the way, but there's some flame legion up there. Oh, there's a drake. There we go. So we can start trying to finally get back to the point where I can get my bloody staff skills up. I want my staff skill. There we go. We're nearly there to the second one. And we got it. Awesome. Okay, this is the next tip I was going to jump into, and I'm just hitting F. Now we're just going to go into the options here and look at the preferences. And what we're going to use, alright, one of the big things I use immediately is free camera. Free camera, difference. I like this in Star Wars as well as before, when they only recently put it in the last patch before I finished with the game. Free camera, alright, this is with it disabled. If my mouse is free, I'm not using it. Hand off the keyboard or hand off the mouse, and I'm just going to press W. As you can see, it moved me. But if I am moving, that actually doesn't work so well. If I am moving and I turn, alright, so we'll just do that for the sake of showing, and I look around, the moment I let go of the mouse, it'll revert immediately. So regardless, if I'm running around, I turn the directional camera, say look behind me, and then I let go of the mouse button. There we go. Complete revert. Difference being straightforward. Use free camera. This is good for training later on. If I do this now and I look around and I let go of the mouse button, as you can see my mouse is free, but the camera doesn't revert. So there you go, straightforward. Nice little tip. It comes in handy for PvP when you're trying to get away from someone or you want to plan an attack. Say this is a good example here. I'm going to start using that. And I don't know if I hit him or that guy just totally owned him before the damage popped up.
Show them the power of balefire.
Is this an event starting? I think this is an event. Oh well, kind of an event. So we're gonna play some stuff about to kill some things.
Did you see those?
Okay, these are absolutely owning me.
There's tar everywhere.
Yeah, there is tar everywhere. No, I'm crippled. I stop it off. This is like. Okay, let's go.
You two, follow me.
Maybe they're weak against other. We're gonna have to avoid shit. No, don't die. Your HP is at nothing. Thank you, Mr. No, he's level 2. He's like WTF as well. Okay, we'll try to get this single tower elemental out of the way, and there we go, some XP. And we get 10, excellent. So I'm going to recover my HP. This is probably the next tip for this one, to make sure that you do recover HP. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop this episode from there, and I'll continue on the next episode, and we'll cover some things about the death and stuff like that, so people can get familiar with how the death system works. So thank you for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this episode, learned something new. I will see you next time.